Var hälsad. Mottag kransen.
The conferment ceremony at Uppsala University is about hats, wreaths, diplomas, and the significance of walking up a few steps and then walking down again. What does the symbols mean, and what actually happens the day you receive a doctoral degree here at Uppsala University?
The conferment ceremony is our most important event, and that's why we want the entire city to know about it.
There's a long history of firing salutes on solemn occasions, at least 200 years in our case. It starts at 7 a.m. up at the castle. The number of shots reveals the number of faculties participating, as well as how many honorary doctors or jubilee doctors will be receiving degrees that day.
Eldebard! Eldebard! Patroner! Patroner! Marschformation!
Throughout history, the church and the university has been intimately connected. As a reminder of this, Uppsala Cathedral bell rings at 8 a.m. on the day of the conferment ceremony. Sweden's largest church bell, the 7-ton Storan, the big one, rings for 10 minutes. At midday, the participants assemble in the university main building. Family and guests take their seats in the grand auditorium, while a feverish activity begins out in the entrance hall. The procession has to line up for its entry, with each person in its right place.
34 och 35.
The evening before, all the participants have taken part in an obligatory rehearsal to run through all the stages of the ceremony and to give them a chance to practice. This is also the last chance to check that the laurel wreath really fits.
And when everything and everyone is at the right place, then we begin.
The procession into the grand auditorium presents the participants in the ceremony. First the student unions and the student nations' flags and standards, followed by their representatives. After that, the new doctoral graduates, led by those who are to conduct the ceremony, along with the honorary doctors and jubilee doctors. Finally, led by the Vice-Chancellor of Uppsala University, the invited guests process in, followed by the academic staff and university officials. The Grand Auditorium is our largest room, seating nearly 1,800 guests, and has been the venue for most of the university's major ceremonies since 1887. The great podium stands center stage. On this day it's called Parnassus, after the mountain of the Muses in Greek mythology, and it is here that the most important part of the conferment ceremony takes place. The degree conferrer, a professor from the relevant faculty, welcomes the new doctoral graduate, hands over the hat or the wreath, and then leads them across the Parnassus, with the whole process concluding with the presentation of the doctoral diploma. It all takes about 25 seconds. So what does what just happened mean? The hat and the laurel wreath symbolize the attainment of the doctoral degree, which was the highest academic rank at the medieval university, and confers the right to teach independently. The laurel wreath is presented in the arts and science faculties, a tradition that only exists in Sweden and Finland. The hat is presented in the other faculties, with the design and emblem varying according to faculty: theology, law, medicine, or pharmacy. The diploma is traditionally the written proof of the doctoral degree. It is written in Latin and comes stamped with the seal of the faculty in a turned wooden box. Two other categories of doctors also participate in the conferment ceremony. The Jubilee doctors earned their doctoral degree 50 years ago and now receive their alma mater's tribute on this anniversary. The honorary doctors are individuals whom the faculties have elected to honor and recognize by this distinction.
Farväl, teknologie hedersdoktor.
Ärade doktorer, jag är glad över att få vara den första att lyckönska er till den nya värdighet som ni vunnit genom insatser av tid, andlig styrka och energi. Mot era vetenskapliga insikt, även i fortsättningen, göra er själva, vårt universitet och ert land heder, samt vara människosläktet till nytta och förkovran. Gånge det eder alltid väl. Farväl, filosofie doktorer.
When the ceremony in the ground auditorium is over, the faculties hosts receptions where they welcome the new doctoral graduates and their families. A few hours later, everyone reassembles for the day's climax, the banquet and ball at Uppsala Castle.
The day ends here at Uppsala Castle with a great banquet, a night to remember.